Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kripa here, and today we're going to be looking at how to recreate this simple yet glamorous neutral eye makeup look that pairs well with multiple lipstick colors. So I was kind of inspired by a video that Jovita George had uploaded recently. I'll drop a link down in the comment section below so you can check that out as well. This is the primer by BeYu. It is their mattifying primer. I quite like this primer actually, maybe not as much as my Benefit Professional, but it comes quite close to it. I'm just applying this primer in my T-zone area and pressing it into the skin so that it kind of closes up all of the pores before I move on to my eyebrows. This is the Etude House Eyebrow Pencil. You guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about this because I talk about it so much. So yeah, I'm just not going to talk about it anymore. Once I'm done with my eyebrows, I'm moving on to my concealer. Today's concealer is from Sephora. It is their high coverage concealer. I forgot the shade, so I'm going to drop the details of it down in the description box below. You guys can check it out. Just blending it out using my fingers because that's the simplest way to go about it. Going to set all of the concealer that I just used with the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. This is in the shade 222. You can see I'm almost hitting pan in it, and I'm super excited because once I'm done with this, I'm going to be on the lookout for a new powder. So the star of today's show is the single eyeshadow from Arden. It's in the shade Smolder and it is a gorgeous color. I'm absolutely obsessed with it right now. It is a little hard to describe, but I'm going to try. I would say it's a taupe color with a slight cool brown undertone and a pearl to satin kind of finish. I'm just applying this all over my eyelids before I move on to blending it out with a cool toned shade for today. Keeping with the cool tone of the Arden shade, I'm actually dipping into the Naked Smoky Palette today. I'm going with a cool toned dark brown to blend out the color into the crease, taking my time blending it out before I move on to the next step. And the next step is applying Kajal. I'm using the Nykaa eyem black Kajal today, and I'm going to be applying that on my waterline. This Kajal is great to be smudged out for a smoky eye because it really smudges out well. I'm using the same cool toned brown color to smudge it out on the waterline. And then I'm using for my highlight actually a matte color today. This again is from the same Naked eyeshadow palette. I will leave the shade names down in the description box below so you guys can check that out. For eyeliner today, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Gel Eyeliner in the shade Black. This has started to slightly dry out, so you will see that it's taking me a little bit of time to actually dip into it and come back and reapply it and dip into it and come back and reapply it. So yeah, I really took my time with this step. Finishing up my eye makeup look by quickly highlighting the inner corners of my eyes before I move on to foundation, which is Fenty Beauty. That's pretty much my standard foundation these days. The shade I'm in is 370, and I am actually using the Glam Beauty Blender to blend out the entire foundation. I will definitely talk about this beauty blender a lot more in detail in another video or a blog post, but I should just say that I quite like how it's working on me. Just covering up any more spots with spot concealing using the same concealer from before, and then finishing it up by blending it out again. My blush, contour and highlight comes from this palette by Sugar Cosmetics. It is the shade Vivid Victory, and I love it. I think the contour shades and the blush shade, actually even the highlight, like all of it, it just works so well for my skin tone and I really like it. The blush, somehow it didn't pick up much color on camera, but in person it does look really nice. Also trying my hand at contouring my nose. I'm really bad at it, guys, so just like excuse me while I make some lame attempt at it. Finally setting everything in place with my compact, the same one that I used before, just to make sure that it's all like blended out. And then yeah, quick change of dress. I am now wearing a sari because that's what this makeup was intended for. Using my MAC Haute and Naughty 2 Black Lash Mascara. I have a complete review that should be up next week, so you guys can stay tuned for that. Can you see the difference that it makes to my lashes? Like, wow. And to complete this eye look today, I am actually using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Dazed. This is a beautiful color, and it is something that I have been consistently using for the last couple of functions that I've attended. It lasts fairly long, but like most liquid lipsticks, it is a little drying, and it does start to like flake off after a bit. Yeah, I will have a complete review of this at some point, so yeah. And that's it, guys. That's all my look is for today. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you found it simple. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.